What the?
We are here to give you our review of Mortal Kombat 2.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun dun.
dun, dun. Before we get into the nitty gritty, we just gotta talk. We relived nostalgia.
Oh yeah, we did.
We were playing the video game as the movie was going.
Best movie video game ever.
Really? You think so? Out of Mortal Kombat of all video game movies.
No, just Mortal Kombat. Just Mortal
We
Kombat.
were raised on the video game for sure, but we were also raised on the 1996 movie. Is that
Yes, that by far still will go down as my favorite. This is just new and I like it and they're just getting better.
like a lot of the things that we're gonna say aside? It was fun. It was. I think they really did the research. I think they really paid true homage to the game.
Oh, always.
Easter eggs on par. They had the Mortal Kombat theme in different pieces of the score, and of course, for the end credits, they paid their own new rendition. A lot of our favorite characters in this one, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
they made Shao Kahn look like the video game. I feel like every rating is different, but I really like this rating.
this rating is
Um,
good.
Liu Kang,
Liu Kang is
he had the
good.
different outfits and stuff. Baraka looked like real.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it was. This was a great homage to Mortal Kombat, in our opinion.
It's not your opinion.
My opinion,
Yeah.
not your opinion.
No, your opinion.
I thought it reminded me of the video game, and so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so I had problems with the story in the beginning,
Mm.
but I think the last quarter of the movie was the best part. That's my opinion.
Mm. I can see what you mean by the beginning. The beginning was interesting. It was like trying to tell two different stories at the same time, which they kind of try to fix at the end because their two main characters were Katana and Johnny Cage.
Yeah, see, yeah. I think that's probably my a negative criticism. Like, it's not a bad movie. It's a really great Mortal Kombat movie with awesome fight scenes. Um, Side note, the Liu Kang and the Kung Lao fight was probably the best fight. But back to the negative criticism is yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what I thought was interesting about the story, not that I'm being critical at
The
this moment, is
Katana Johnny Cage thing
that threw
that
you off. It
yeah,
threw you off.
like they could have just maybe just focused on Katana.
I felt like the stakes were kind of high. Like there was actual stakes in this. They
Well,
really
yeah,
made it like,
they were gonna win. I mean, Shao Kahn could take over the Earth realm.
well, he takes out Katana's dad, like, and that's
Yeah,
sad.
that is.
Way sad.
Yeah.
So like the wizard Shang Tsung, like in the 1996 one, that's one we're gonna reference a lot. He was
Shang
the
Tsung.
Shang Tsung was the villain. He's like taking people's souls. But this was like, we win the tournament, I rule over everything. And there's like when people die that they don't want to come back because there's also that part where they can bring people back. Like it's sad. So I thought that piece of like how they made Mortal Kombat like very high stake was good. When you get into like modern day with Johnny Cage and like the different champions, I feel like they kind of just drop you in the mission. There's no build up to the mission. There's no like, how's Liu Kang there? And
No, there isn't.
yeah,
I think that, but that's what this movie did for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Other criticisms that you may have.
um,
I felt it felt like you had more that you wanted to say.
no. I think the biggest one is the two stories colliding with Katana and Johnny Cage. I think they could have handled that differently. But that's all.
Yeah. Some of the fights were like, and I understand that, we're not fight choreographers or anything like that. Some of the fights felt really tight. Like they didn't feel free enough to do all their moves. Later in the movie, it felt like they were able to flip and do all
Yeah,
this
they were doing
stuff.
some crazy stuff. In the
Yeah.
beginning,
In the
no.
beginning, it was like, oh, we're gonna play it safe.
But then they did some pretty cool stuff.
Another criticism I will give. They did two out of the three. I heard finish him, and I heard get over here, but I did not hear fatality.
Yeah, no one said fatality
Two
in
out
this.
of three. Come on.
That would have been a good one. But still, I think the movie is my opinion with these Mortal Kombat movies, the new ones, is the fight scenes, how it's true to the game. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like we have much criticisms.
No. No, because people who watch
Well,
this,
let's say it this way. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, I think you
you'll
will like
like
the
it.
film.
But if
If
you're
you're
just
thinking it's a great movie,
an
no.
average goer, no. Probably not.
This is also for mature audiences, so do not take your children.
Right. Yeah, no, don't take your children. No.
Our favorite parts, man.
My favorite part, like I said, was the Kung Lao and Liu Kang fight. I
Ooh.
mean, that was so cool. Second favorite part is when Liu Kang becomes like the fire dragon. And it's really cool.
It's
And
also
then
really sad that they took out
it's
my
really
favorite
sad. Yeah, spoiler
character.
alert, he dies in that scene, but it was still really cool. Um, Overall, awesome movie.
Long live Liu Kang.
Long live Liu Kang. Yes, R.I.P.
I really like how they handled Scorpion. I wish that he had more of like gold and like black, but he was still great.
No, he was good.
I love the actor. I will mispronounce your name, but the actor who plays Scorpion is awesome.
Yes.
Um, put him up here so people can read his name because he's awesome. Um, a lot of the fights were really cool, really great. Thematically,
The
semantically, cinematically.
the funniest fight was
My favorite fight.
Baraka versus Johnny Cage. And then the last fight where it's like uh the Reborn, Sub-Zero, New Sabot and Scorpion and Kano and Johnny Cage and
That fight was
and
great.
there
Jade
was
shows up,
Jade shows up too.
the palace scene where like Liu Kang is trying to get the talisman.
That one was
It's a
awesome.
cool fight because he like shows a lot of his firepower.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cage is like, he's shooting fire out of his hand. So we weren't in the packed theater. You know, maybe that's just what happens with the showtime we picked, and maybe there's not a lot of Mortal Kombat people in our area. But there were funny parts that I wanted to laugh. But there was literally
I think three other
three
people
other
in
people in
the
the
theaters.
movie who were like the only people laughing at Johnny Cage's jokes
Yeah.
and the little comedy pieces that they put in there. So I thought it had some comicalness to it.
It
I
did.
like that.
Did, yeah.
Another, and we've talked about this sort of semi already, but Raiden.
Raiden was
Raiden
awesome.
is so cool. He looks so cool. I wish he could fight more. He only had that moment where he threw the guy off the cliff. I'm trying to think of other moments. You know, I don't think this is offensive anyway. It's not, I don't think it's an Oscar movie by any means. It's just a fun movie for those who like this franchise.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, like that's probably I don't want people taken away from this. It's a fun movie. If you like Mortal Kombat, you'll like this movie. But for the average goer, it's not, you're not gonna like
It's
it.
not probably for them. I hope critically the people that get to review it critically give it a good score because
Maybe.
I think it was, I think it was, I think for us and for our franchise and for the audience it's meant for, even if people like action movies, it was fun. It was decent. It was not, I don't think it was mid. At least that's what I think.
All right.
That's just me.
Yeah. Should we do the cinema
All
score?
right, cinema score. So story and plot. I think that's going to be on our low scale,
Yeah.
lowest scale.
Like I said, it got better at the end of.
6. It's a redeeming quality.
Villain, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn.
God. Yeah.
Shao Kahn is amazing.
What this movie needs, 10 out
The
of 10.
flow of the movie is low.
6.
6. Acting,
Well, maybe that's another criticism we have.
Mid. Six.
Some of the acting wasn't
The Hero, Katana and Johnny Cage, 10 out of 10.
yeah, I mean the champions, Earth champions, us. Don't leave me hanging. Us,
Oh.
yes, Earth champions.
Okay, 10.
Remember, this is the critics score, so we're putting on our critics hats. So
This movie,
76%, it was given a C to a C plus. That is our critics score.
that's what the movie is. It's a C
Critically, it's a C.
critically. Yeah.
Personal ratings.
Personal rating, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10.
6?
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm a little higher on it. I give it a 7.1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could give it some extra points, 6.5.
Yeah, I usually don't give movies nines and tens. Yes, we've had a couple of movies thus far that we've given nines to. And by no means do I think Mortal Kombat was a bad movie. I think it's directed at the audience that it needs to be directed to. And for me, it hit a lot of my nostalgia points, but elements of the story tinkered it down for me. But if you get an 8 or a 7 from the All-Star Superman, you're in a good shape. If you get a 6, you're headed in the wrong direction. So Mortal Kombat 2, good job.
Enjoyable.
We have spent the entire last week hyping up the Mortal Kombat movie, so I'm excited with it. So
I'm excited with it too. It just makes me want to play the game.
we just want to play the game.
I think the games have better stories.
Which Mortal Kombat game are we on now?
We're back to where
Or
we
we
rebooted
rebooted. All
again.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Mortal Kombat, we're waiting for the next game.
Yes.
We want to, you know, give us some access,
Yes, please.
please.
Free game. PlayStation 5.
Yeah, we can talk later, Mortal Kombat. Talk later. We are so happy that you guys took the time to spend time with us reviewing a movie. What did you guys think? Put it in the comments. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, we want to hear it from you. We're going to have a philosophical conversation later in one of our podcast episodes about what type of level of fan you are, because I think there's levels of fandom, and I think it's a healthy conversation to have. You can have people who just like the games, and that can be a good level, and you can have people who like are really into the lore. So I like to hear from everybody in between because we'll explain more of our thought process later. Um, Another thing, episode 60 of our Hall of Justice podcast is coming soon. We're going to talk about some cool stuff, some announcements. And aside from that, that has been our Mortal Kombat 2 review. It's showtime.
Johnny freaking Cage and Bro Hood out.